Welcome back to Arise Exchange. 500 million email addresses and 420,000 websites have been attacked by a Russian gang that walked away with a staggering 1.6 billion passwords. As we have reported before, much of the digital thievery is the result of hackers based in Russia. Scott Schober is the president of Berkeley Varitronics Systems and a cybersecurity expert, and he joins us live now from New York. Scott, these crazy Russians keep doing this. What are they getting away with it, and how are they doing it? You know, what is the sort of the technology behind them that allows them to scour for these passwords?
Yeah, they never give up, that's for sure. In this particular case, what they did was they really focused in on the black market. And what they were doing over a period of time, 7 months to a year, were accumulating all of this stolen information. And they're using these credentials, basically, to perform scams, basically phishing scams, where they send you an email, for example, and they try to lure you in and get your password. And they did steal a number of passwords as well. All of this is really because they want to promote spam, and that's where they make a lot of their money.
All right, so and so they're going to promote spam, but are they stealing bank account numbers, for example, and they're stealing passwords into bank accounts?
Not at this point, not yet. It's not been discovered in that particular case. It could lead to that, certainly. What they're doing is they're accumulating information. Of course, these masses of information they will then sell to others that in turn may try to do those things. So there's certainly a possibility that could happen, and a lot of danger there down the road. We don't know what will happen.
And why is this coming out of Russia? Is the Russian government simply not cracking down on this?
Well, no, one would wonder, are they actually promoting it to cause other tensions and things like that? We really don't know, but there's a lot of smart guys behind this, and they form like gangs that do violence or other things. These guys are cyber intelligent groups that will amass and get together to perform all these things.
Okay, so we're on the receiving end of some of these thefts. I'm not sure how they, but can I just ask, how do we know that they stole 1.2 billion usernames and passwords? I mean, who's counting?
Well, the story was broken by a group called Hold Security, and they monitor these things and very closely a lot of the cyber crimes at the gang level activity, and they have some unique ways to gather the statistics and such. So they've confirmed this after about 7 months of research, and they just recently broke the story on this. The one thing that's a little bit compromising or concerning to myself and others is they also provide, after the story broke, they mentioned that they have subscription services where they provide for $120 the monitoring in case you are on the list there of one of those that got attacked.
So it's kind of like the old school protection money.
Yes. So there's something concerning there. Be careful before you sign up for the subscription service to find out.
Absolutely. So what should we do to protect ourselves?
Yeah, a good point. There's where we got to be careful. If we're using a specific password for our email, and we use that same password in other cases, maybe for trading, for bank accounts, so on and so forth, very, very dangerous. Always have a different password for each site that we log on to. Because once the login credentials are compromised, they have ways of getting the password and using it across the board, and then they'll take your money and cause other problems.
But we can't remember all of our passwords. They just keep multiplying. Is there help out there?
There is help. There's apps and things. I personally don't trust them. I have a little black book that I hide my passwords in, and I encourage people to do that and make them complex.
A little old school.
Yeah, old school. Old school is the safest way, that's for sure.
Scott Schober, president of Berkeley Varitronics. As always, great advice.